Please be advised that I am not a medical professional. The information provided in this video should not be substituted for the advice of an appropriately qualified and licensed healthcare provider. The information provided here is for guidance and informational purposes only. Although I attempt to provide accurate and up-to-date information, no guarantee is made to that effect. Hey fam, and welcome to the healing space. I hope that you are all doing good, feeling blessed and abundant, and welcome to another video. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a COVID-19 update for the next 7 days, and this is a message that is timeless. So whenever you see this is when you are meant to see this, and you can apply the messages to you as it fits and resonates. So just to give you a bit of context about the COVID-19 updates, these are updates that speak to the spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being of ourselves, and just messages that provide clarity on why certain things are happening, why you are feeling a certain way at this time, and how you can move forward and come into a place of peace. And these messages can resonate wherever you are in the world, and towards the end of the video I will be doing updates exclusively for South Africa and the different provinces. Okay, so before we go into the update, I would like to speak on a message that has been coming through quite strong, and this message is surrounding suicide, suicidal thoughts, suicidal feelings, intentions, and this is basically, when one feels the need to take their own life or feeling as though things are not working out for you. So why am I here? I should just take myself, and the world would be a better place without me. And this message has really disturbed me a little bit, because I am someone that in my past, I struggled with suicidal thoughts. I struggled, I can definitely say I did attempt to take my own life on a few occasions. And what was happening with me at that time, I can definitely say I was very beat down. I was a happy soul, people didn't know, you would just look at me and think, she's okay, she's happy. But inside, I was so tormented, I was so troubled. I thought that things would be better if I'm not here anymore, But I'm always grateful, because whatever attempts I tried to do, they didn't work, they failed, and I am here now, and I am grateful that it didn't work. I am grateful to be alive, and hindsight has now shown me that those situations were just building me up. My strength was being tested, my willpower was being tested to prepare me for different stages in my life. So if you are in a place, or someone right now who is really not okay emotionally, just seeing the future looking very bleak, please encourage them, and also just let them know, or I am letting you know, that oftentimes when you are close to your breakthrough, when you are close to achieving something, the enemy is really gonna heighten the spiritual attack over your life. The enemy is going to try and convince you that you don't have a place in this world, that things will be better for you. And that's when you need to fight. That's when you need to push. That is when you need to pray and speak life over yourself, speak blessings over yourself, and just allow God to exercise his will, allow God to take you on his terms, not on your own terms, because on your own terms you might leave having not yet fulfilled what it is you were supposed to fulfill in this life. So I just really, feel that we need to, pray over this, pray over ourselves, speak life into ourselves, and know that everything is okay. But if you are feeling this way, then just know that you are going to be experiencing a breakthrough very, very soon. And just know that the enemy is trying to talk you out of your blessing. Don't allow the enemy to talk you out of your blessing. Please do not allow that to happen. Okay, so let us get into our update. Okay, so the message that I heard coming into this update, and I was a little bit conflicted if I should put it this way, but I just kept hearing, say it the way, say what you mean, and say what you mean, say it the way it's meant to be said. So the overall message is that we need to brace ourselves because it is still going to be a bit of an uphill battle. And I just feel that somehow we are not 100% out of the clear when it comes to fighting COVID. But I feel that when it comes to needing to brace ourselves, this is also in terms of financial stability and needing to brace ourselves emotionally, because also we are in a 5 years. So this is a year of change, rapid change, unexpected change. So we really need to brace ourselves and understand that right now, collectively, our strength is being tested, our willpower is being tested, our persistence, our determination is being tested. So, the test of the divine are not the test that we are used to, or the test that we used to have in school, where you could study a day or two before and get a really good mark. These tests are very long, they are full of trials, they are full of tribulations, but the results, the harvest that you reap once you have managed to pass the test, understand why everything has happened, and really just be able to look at your life as an adventure and just take it as it comes. Be open to change, be open to getting out of your comfort zone. Then you will realize that everything had to happen that way for a reason. And I feel as though, this message of needing to brace ourselves, it can be a bit tricky because there is a feeling like a wounded warrior, feeling as though I'm tired, I've been through a lot, I don't know if I can really take any more, I've been challenged, I've been hurt, I've been broken down, I've lost, just so many emotions, but just to say that we are not wounded, we are being broken down to be built up again, and it is for our own good. So we really need to trust that everything will be okay. And also, our health is very important at this time. So we really need to be taking care of our health, our mental health, our physical health, and just understanding that your body truly is a temple. So anything that you need, that you allow into your body, be it your diet, food, music, the things that you watch, listen to, the people that you follow, make sure that whatever you are feeding your spirit at this time is within your best good. It is helping you become a healthier and more happy version of yourself. Don't look at things that are now putting you in a space of comparing yourself, feeling down and out, feeling like I'm late, or all of those negative feelings. Nourish your spirit, your mind, and your health with things that really fill you up, because we need to be filled up at this time. And this filling up is a process that we have to familiarize ourselves with, because I think gone are the days where we depend on other people to fill us up. So we really need to be able to fill our own cups. And I think also when it comes to money and financial well-being, I always believe that health is wealth, and we always hear this term, but one thing we don't often hear with this term is that your health is directly linked to your money. So what this means is that if you are not seeing a growth in your money, if you are not seeing a change in your money, it means that your current health, your current state of well-being is not in a vibration that calls in money. So needing to exercise, needing to eat healthier foods that open up your thinking, because there are foods that can block your intuition, they can block your ideas, your creativity. So needing to understand that once you work on your fundamental health, you open up income streams, you open up ideas, you open up a lot of things within yourself. So health is wealth. If you want to see an increase in your money, you need to focus on your health. You need to focus on being more healthy. I would definitely advise some grounding work. So how you can ground yourself is basically going out into nature, preferably barefoot, and just standing on some ground, some nice fertile ground or any kind of ground, and grounding yourself in that way, maybe just, touching a tree or anything that allows you to connect with nature, because nature is the life source, so if you feel you need a boost of energy or something, then just go out into nature, ground yourself, connect, sit down on the ground, anything that is just going to give you a sense of stability while you're outside. I would highly recommend that you do so. And but I feel that, also in relation to this year being a year of change and growth, development, expansion, we need to be excited about these changes, because these changes are going to propel us to where we need to be, where we are being called to go at this time. So it's very important to understand these changes and look at them as something to look forward to, and understand that some of these changes are coming as a result of our personal growth or as a lack thereof of our personal growth. But also within this update, there is a good feeling of love and partnerships. So I think one thing that we have all collectively gained is we have understood the importance of love. We have understood that it is important to have partnerships. It is important to have people that we can talk to, confide in, or people that we can draw inspiration from, and understand that through them, it's okay, everything is fine, I don't need to worry too much. So it has really shown us the importance of healthy partnerships, healthy relationships that pour into us as much as we pour into them. And in the moments when you are not able to pour, those relationships can still pour into you and help you with whatever you are going through. And I think also we have gained an understanding of what one needs to fill their own cup, and understanding that your needs and your desires will always be met. So right now you might not have everything you want, or you might not have had everything that you said you were gonna have during this time, but understand that your needs are known. So your needs will always be covered, and your desires will be met in divine timing, when it is time, when you are ready, when you are healed, when you are understanding your circumstances, understanding that you are being asked to bloom where you have been planted, then everything comes into fruition for you once you achieve that understanding. Okay, so we have come to the end of the COVID update, the collective COVID update. So now going into the COVID update for South Africa. So if you're in South Africa, this message will resonate for you. And how it is going to work is I am going to go into the different provinces, so you can listen to your hometown, wherever you are based right now. If maybe you recently went there for a holiday or whatever, I would advise that you listen to it, or just listen to it as a whole, just so that you can get an understanding of where we are at emotionally when it comes to this pandemic and our healing process. So the message for South Africa is I'm hearing alignment, so we are being asked really, in some ways to change our ways and work on developing healthier ways of coping, healthier ways of doing things, because some of the coping mechanisms are not of our highest good. And this, how you will see this is that maybe there might be certain things that you are trying to bring into your reality, things that you are asking for, but they are not coming. And this can be because of things that you are doing that are not helping you grow. They are not helping you ascend and become better. There's an element of running away from oneself, because having to really go within, it's a lot of work, sometimes we can make it sound easy, but it is a lot of work. I can say I've been on this journey for 4 years, and the more you level up, you know, the obstacles also level up, the tests also level up, but the sooner you go through it, the better it is for you as a person. So just needing to really take our healing process seriously. And I would also advise the inner child healing meditation that I just recently uploaded. I feel like it is going to really change your life if you can do it, commit to it, and do it for the 7 days. It's really going to unlock a level within you and just help you move forward from any childhood trauma, pain, insecurities, bitterness, unforgiveness, anything that you might be carrying within you unknowingly. It is going to help you move away from that and move into better understanding. You know, I think understanding is coming through very clearly. Actually, overstanding. I think we need to overstand our circumstances so that we can use those circumstances to work for us, so that we can bloom where we have been planted. So I just think I'm also hearing moderation, you know, so just needing to moderate certain habits and understand that, you know, we are in a time now where we need to be thinking about breaking certain chains that we have struggled to break. You know, we are being given an opportunity, and often with chain breaking, you know, it starts in small ways. It can start within your family. You know, if there is something that you see that you don't like, and maybe you are also giving into it by you saying, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want my children to do this, I don't want my grandchildren to do this, then you are now activating that healing, and you will know that instead of your children running to go and do something, they are going to have healthy coping mechanisms, you know. But I think overall the message for South Africa regarding COVID is that we are definitely coming into a better space. You know, the vaccines have arrived, you know, people are going back to work. Those who are not working during this period of the ban and all of that, they are working, you know, so they're going to be able to cover up maybe where they need to cover up. So in that aspect, you know, we do have good news, you know, and that's really good news. So now coming into the individual province updates, starting with Gauteng. The message for Gauteng is that I feel that, you know, there is a fear of lack, there is a fear of being without, a fear of not being able to support one's family or to support one's lifestyle or good habits, you know, but just a fear of not being able to fulfill your monthly budget or what you need to be able to do, or feeling as though what you have invested in, is it really going to be able to carry me, you know, because I think as much as we are seeing good news and progression happening, there is still uncertainty, you know, within us, you know, and this uncertainty is layered with pain and just a lot of things, you know, so that can really make you look at things in such a perspective of you know, but I just definitely feel that within Gauteng, you know, if you are experiencing this fear of lack, I would definitely advise a change in your eating and your health ways, and this change is going to provide you with a perspective on how you can help shift your perspective, how you can help shift your circumstances, and also bring in new income streams. Because one thing we need to understand is that the divine is always reacting to us. So if you make the necessary changes, you are now forcing the divine to look at you and say, okay, this person is changing their habits, this person is eating healthier, this person is serious about wanting this breakthrough. Let's come through for them. Let's align them with opportunities. Let us align them. So I feel that, that is very important. And I feel also if you're in Gauteng, it would be very good for you to communicate. So if you're in a position where maybe you need help or you need advice or anything, you should communicate. I believe that closed mouths don't get fed. So if your mouth is closed, you are not gonna get fed, so you need to communicate and let those around you know what is happening with you. Let them know how you are feeling. Let them know where you need help so that they can help you. So that is the update message for Gauteng province for the next 7 days. So my advice for you this week would just be to focus on your eating and try eating more healthier foods, more plant-based foods that will really help with your thinking process, because I definitely feel that you have untapped avenues that you can really look into, but right now you are not going to see them if you are sitting in lack, so you cannot manifest from a place of lack. You can only manifest from a place of abundance, knowing that you are going to be okay, a place of faith, even when your faith is being tested, or even when you don't see the good in your circumstances, but you need to be at a high vibe in order to call in things into your life. So that is the end of the message for Gauteng. Okay, so going into the Northwest province, I am getting that Northwest province, if you are there or you are from there, you are being asked to trust the signs that you are receiving right now. These signs are trying to lead you onto a new path, into a new direction, into a new way of being that you are being called to go into. I'm also getting that you could be feeling as though you missed out on an opportunity. So this can be in regards to a job, a relationship, anything where you felt like, okay, I should have acted on this, but I didn't act on it. I am being told that you didn't miss out on anything. That is how it was supposed to play out, because this opportunity that you feel you missed out on, it needs you to be in a certain space spiritually so that you can handle it. Sometimes the mistake that we make is we will ask for opportunities, but then we're not ready, so you are just being asked, to get yourself ready. I am picking up marriage as well, so some of you could have been praying and asking for marriage, and then maybe you met someone and then just realize that, okay, I still need to heal. I might still have some insecurities that are holding me back. That is just an example. You will know your situation better than me, but just know that the opportunity is going to come back around. And I feel also in some ways you might be delaying yourself by choosing to stay in relationships that don't resonate with you. And I just feel that, this collective that I'm channeling from the Northwest, you have grown quite a lot, you have really made a lot of changes within yourself, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And unfortunately, when you choose to go on this path, not everyone around you is going to go onto it the same time as you do. So sometimes the mistake that we will make is we will try to minimize ourselves to still fit within our current circumstances, but then that I've outgrown this, or this is not for me anymore. So I just feel that walking away for a short time is going to provide you with clarity. I would also maybe recommend going on a fast, maybe for a day or two, just to get some clarity on your next step and how you should move forward, because I feel like this opportunity, whatever it is going to come back around. And I feel like you're going to be ready. You are going to need to speak your truth. Anything that is on your chest, you're going to have to get it off your chest and free yourself in terms of your communication. Okay, so that is the message for the Northwest. So going to Mpumalanga, the first thing I heard was I love you. So I feel like, if you are from Mpumalanga or you resonate with the province, I just feel that right now you are in an energy of self-love. You are loving yourself. You could possibly be in love. And I feel like this is coming after a time of feeling left out in the cold, feeling as though when is my time coming? When is my time coming? But I feel that you are definitely going to get an offer. So this could be money, a job, or some kind of communication that you have been waiting for. You are definitely going to get an offer, and this offer is really going to make you happy. It is going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel as though, okay, everything I went through, it wasn't in vain. It was justified. So if you are looking for a job, I would just say keep applying. Even if maybe you don't fit the job spec or the requirements, keep applying. You are going to get a call back. You are going to get an answer. So don't give up in that regard. And I feel as though whatever this offer is, it is going to be bringing in stability, joy, and a reminder to you that God has not forgotten you. He has not forsaken you. And I would also like to extend my apologies to those affected by Cyclone Alois. I did pick that up as well. You will get justice. You will be able to rebuild on solid ground. So if maybe you have been affected and you've just been worried, I definitely feel that you are going to have divine orchestration displayed in your situation, in your circumstances, that is really going to boost you and show you that, okay, things are fine, I'm gonna be fine, I shouldn't worry. Okay, so going into KwaZulu-Natal, KZN, I am feeling that if you resonate with the province of KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, I feel as though right now you are going through a transformation period, and this transformation period is in some ways asking you to remove your ego. So remove your ego and operate as your higher self. So sometimes with the ego makes us too based in material things, and I just feel that you are being asked to see above the material things and evaluate how you feel about certain situations at a soul level, at a spiritual level. So if you resonate with this, I am getting that maybe you've been a bit stubborn when it comes to certain matters. So you are being asked to put your pride aside and communicate your needs so that you can receive help. And I feel as though some of these needs, it feels like spiritual help, so just needing spiritual help and guidance. And I'm also just picking up that this pandemic, yo. But yeah, I'm just picking up that, if you, and I'm sorry if this is your situation, but if you are experiencing some of your possessions and things being taken away, maybe you could be worried about what people are going to say, but this can also just maybe be an opportunity for you to start afresh and to start on grounding that suits you, that is within your means. And I definitely feel that there is a need to be cautious, so please do wear your masks, social distancing, sanitize, wash your hands, because the cases, they are rising. I do not know according to the statistics, but just picking it up, I do feel that the cases are rising. And I just feel that personally, I think you need to make a judgment to release the victim mentality. And victim mentality can just be like, why am I unlucky? I feel like a dark cloud of bad luck is following me. Those kind of statements, just needing to release them and understand that everything is working for your good. I feel like God is clearing and taking away things that don't work for us anymore. So understand that things are working out in your favor behind the scenes. So you need to not focus too much on what is happening in your material world and tap into your spirituality, meditate, pray, and receive your personal guidance through those avenues. Okay, so going into the Western Cape province, I can definitely say that there is a fear of the unknown coming into the Western Cape province, but it does feel a bit better now, especially because the restrictions have been reduced. So that means that businesses and other entities that were not able to work and make money right now are going to be able to pick themselves back up during this time. But I definitely feel that this fear of the unknown is linked to finances, businesses, and job security. So the message is, just to not worry, not to have fear. And when you spend money, don't spend money with that thing of, oh, this is my last, where am I going to get more from, But when you're swiping, speak to that card and say, whatever I'm swiping right now, it's coming back to me double, triple, quadruple. Just speak life into your finances, have like positive affirmations when it comes to money. I am a money magnet. Money loves me. I love money. Me and money are in a solid relationship. I attract abundance in all my doings. My dealings are profitable, just speaking life into your finances. And once you do that, you will definitely see a change in your money and your growth, because I do feel that you might be penny pinching at this time, just trying to preserve what you have. And I feel as though for those who are job seeking, or if you've been applying and just seeking some kind of position or an improvement, you are definitely going to get an offer. It is going to come and it will help you move forward to better ground. So definitely keep the faith and just know that change is the only constant in life, so things are always going to be changing. We need to be able to adapt, blend, and vibe with the changes. It's not always easy, but your mindset is really going to help you, especially when it comes to finances. Just speak life and call money in, tell it to stay, but also call it into yourself, knowing that you will know how to handle it and make it grow. Okay, so going into the message for the Eastern Cape, I just got that, a large number of people could be passing on. And I feel like, with the rapid rate of, people passing on, it has created a numbness. And I experienced this myself. I recently heard that, someone that I knew passed on, and it hurt. It really did hurt, but I don't know how I can explain it, but I just felt numb, because it's an occurrence. We just hear it now every day. And I think as much as you don't want to give into it, you understand that it's happening, but at some point you just become numb and you just kind of accept that it's the status quo, So I feel like this has created a numb feeling. And if you are from the Eastern Cape, I would really like to ask that if you watch this video and then you go and you see a young woman or a young man, please encourage them, because I did pick up the spirit of suicidal thoughts being present, so please just encourage them and let them know that everything is okay. Let them know that, they're going to be fine. Encourage them. If you are able to help financially, help them financially, with whatever they might need, a meal, anything that you can give, advice. Giving is not always monetary. Giving is giving advice, giving knowledge, counsel, just giving a shoulder to cry on, an ear to cry on. Those are the ways in which we can give. So if you are able to help, please do so. And I also feel that, there is a need to let go of old habits and be mindful of what is going on. So use this time to be alone, meditate, and hear what you need to hear, because we all have the same access to the divine, but it just depends on how willing you are to sit, listen, receive your messages, and apply them, So I definitely do feel that there is a very strong divine presence that is there, that is trying to guide and lead you, so allow it to lead you, and don't hold on too tightly to what you know or what you're used to, or go wild now during this time. Be mindful of the circumstances and protect yourself as well. Wear your mask, social distance, keep the events to under 50, and really just make sure that you are going to be okay. And in ensuring that you are okay, you ensure that others around you are also okay. Okay, so going into the message for the Northern Cape, I'm feeling that if you are in the Northern Cape right now, you might be feeling a little bit lonely. You might be feeling a bit neglected and overlooked by God. You know, you might be feeling as though God just doesn't care about you, and that is not true. I feel like also you might be experiencing a lot of inner conflict and sleepless nights, worried about the future, worried about your stability. And I just feel that, you know, 2020 as a whole hit you very, very hard, and this hit is in a place where opportunities might be a bit limited, you know. But my advice for you would be to not overthink it. Allow yourself to rest, especially resting your mind. You know, don't worry about things that you cannot change. If you cannot change it, then you shouldn't spend a lot of time worrying about it. You should instead be focused on the things that you cannot change. And I am picking up affordance. So maybe you might see something and, you know, just be like, I can't afford it, you know. So just to put your mind to work, instead of hearing I can't afford it, you know, ask yourself, how can I afford it? And once you do that, you start getting ideas, you'll start getting clarity. But a lot of the answers that you are seeking are going to come. I'm also getting the message of needing to let go of negative attachments and addictive behaviors. So addictive behaviors is not always, you know, drugs, alcohol, things like that. But addictive behaviors can also just speak to sleeping too much, watching too much TV, eating too much, you know, just behaviors that are taking you away from really working on yourself, writing your ideas, things such as that. But I definitely do feel that you are going to be moving towards regaining your previous independence and stability. Give it time, you know, and don't worry about what you cannot change. Worry about the things that you can change, because those are still in your control. Okay, so going into Limpopo, I picked up that, you know, in Limpopo the morale is a bit low. And this could be due to the weather and possibly also the realization that COVID is real. So my condolences if you have lost a loved one during to COVID or during this COVID period. And I think also with the cyclone that recently hit, you know, it might have just put you in a low vibration. And I just really do apologize for that. And I cry with you. I sympathize with you. And just know that things will be okay in time. You did not nurture and plant in vain, so your harvest will come. And I'm picking up crying, you know, so tears are good. I believe that every time we cry, our tears go into our garden in the heavens. You know, you are watering your gardens in the heaven, and at some point, you know, your gardens are going to reap, or they are going to bring down your harvest. You know, they're going to rain down blessings over you, you know. So if you feel led to cry, or, you know, you're just in an emotional space, cry, let it out. You know, crying is really a form of healing and therapy. Trust me, I know, I am a crybaby. So crying really does help. And just, you know, take it easy. For job seekers, I would say keep applying. Don't limit yourself. Even if you can see that you do not fit the specs of that position, don't limit yourself. And I'm also getting physical activity, so it's very important, you know, for the next 7 days to just try and be physically active in whichever way you can. This can also just be physically active towards your goals, your ambitions, your dreams, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you are good at. You know, this is a good time to really give it some thought, some energy. If you are a creative, you sing, you rap, you dance, you know, just, you know, needing to perfect your craft and work on it, it will help distract your mind from what's happening in your current circumstances. Okay, so going into the Free State Province, the message is take a leap of faith. So I feel like, you know, you are being asked to take a leap of faith. You know, there is an opportunity that is being presented to you, and such an opportunity like this only comes around once in a lifetime. So you are being asked to not let it go. Don't let it go. I am picking up that your abundance and safe space lies in your creativity, but you are allowing pride, you are allowing fear of what people are going to say to hold you back, So I just feel that, meditation would be very good for you. Listening to powerful, peaceful music, sorry, I made a mistake there. Listening to peaceful music will really help temper your mind. Also understanding that the music that you listen to, it can wire your subconscious. So if you're listening to heavy music, lots of swearing, profanity, it messes with your mind as well, So just listen to music that calms your mind, peaceful, serene, music that you can vibe to and dance to a little bit, not too much. The aim is not to sweat, but I definitely feel that, you are an individual. So be an individual and persevere within your individuality, because good things are definitely coming for you. So I don't know what this opportunity is. You will know better than me, but whatever it is, take it. Even if it's out of your comfort zone, take a leap of faith and trust that you are going to be okay. So I believe that I have covered all the messages, so all the provinces. So the overall message for South Africa is karmic completion. So we are being asked to close karmic cycles, and how I can define karmic cycles is these are basically the cycles and the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime in order to move on to a new level in your life. So for example, if you are someone who is too sweet, too kind, too giving, your karmic lesson in this life is just to have some boundaries, to be able to say no, to be able to put your best interest first, before others. If maybe you are someone who keeps falling for a certain kind of person, understand why you keep attracting that certain person, learn the lesson, and then change your vibration, so that you can attract new things into your life. And I feel as though recently we had a full moon, so this full moon is providing a lot of power and strength to close out these cycles that are really not serving us anymore, and to start new cycles, to learn the lesson so that we don't keep repeating it the hard way, and I feel like these are more so personal lessons, so lessons in your life, and understanding that you are in competition with yourself, you are in competition with becoming better than you were yesterday, because unfortunately no one is coming to save you. So you need to be upping the game on yourself, you need to be working on yourself, and understanding that when you are in competition with yourself, when you are in your own lane and focused on your own thing, focused on your divine mission and your divine purpose, then you block out the noise and you do what you need to do. So you are in competition with yourself, but overall good things lie ahead. And I feel as though, as these cycles complete, we are definitely going to become more stable in a lot of ways. We're going to get clarity, so tough times don't last, thank God for that. Tough times do not last. And just the last message is options. So sometimes when you have too many options in your life, this can either options or demands on your energy and time, this can leave you feeling drained. So for the next 7 days, I would like to advise that you decide what is important to you and you focus on what is important. You focus and realize that, okay, this demand on my time, it's important, it's fulfilling me, it's helping me grow. This demand on my time is stressing me, it's not bringing anything into my life, and understand that anything you lose during this time, it will be replaced. God will refill your cup, he will replace it, and he will I don't know what I want to say, but he will replace it. He will fill your cup. He will fill your cup. So overall, it's a really good energy. I feel like, spirits are lifting, and I hope that this update was able to give you clarity and just provide you with a sense of peace, knowing that everything is going to be okay, and just areas that you can work on for the next 7 days in your journey of personal growth, healing, and spiritual ascension. So thank you so much for tuning into the healing space, and I will see you in our next video. Mwah.